So another horror game, Dreadout 2. This is on sale at the moment on Steam for £6 UK, so pretty cheap. It's a survival horror kind of game, but more kind of like Fatal Frame, if you've ever played those games. It's got controller support. Just playing with a gamepad at the moment. Yeah, it runs really well. Like, I've got all ultra settings and stuff, and I can crank it to like 3K by 3K. The controller support is a little bit janky, I'd say, but that's just with flat screen as well. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of horror games recently, and as I start to get towards the end of this, it starts to ramp up the scariness when I see my first ghost type thing. But you have like a mobile phone with a light, and you can take photos of ghosts, and there's also like weapons and things. It seems like quite a lot of content, and there's like a manga, like manhwa type comic strip in the game files for the first game if you want like a recap. So it's set in, well, I mean, the starting area is set in this Indonesian school. Pretty creepy. There's other environments as well, not just War of Night. But I just played the very start of the game and just kind of getting used to the controls, just making sure everything's alright. So I cranked my resolution up. I changed the screen percentage, even though it seems like the algorithm's not on, but didn't seem see like a reduction in performance. So your character has like supernatural abilities and like sees the undead, sees ghosts. It's kind of like got a demonologist vibe where there's a codex of ghosts in your phone. And I assume we get shoes later on, because I've seen videos where you have shoes and like a bag, but we don't have shoes at the moment. So it's just the prologue. Yeah, when you interact with things, there's like a first-person view. Pretty cool. And yeah, the graphic style, it looks very nice in VR actually. Just checking some stuff. I thought that was an open door button, but no. Yeah, I'm just looking around. It looks good. You see what I did. I'm like, okay, I can't be a ghost straight away. I'm going to go into the really dark area. Now this video is going to be, I probably should have recorded it later on in the game, because this video is going to be pretty dark, especially until I get the torch, which seemingly doesn't have like battery timer on it. It seems like you just have it. So here's the actual torch, but I like don't pick it up after getting freaked out by the noise. Freaking out right now. So I changed it to like tiny world scale just to have a look to see what it's like. And that's actually pretty cool. So I'll just save a camera preset for it so you can switch between really quick. Playing on a Xbox controller just because it seems like it was designed for it. So this is like super dark, and I'm thinking, well, this is surely too dark. And yeah, you should have picked up the torch first before exploring more. Very good. And this is like, it's quite an open area. I was surprised there's like a lot going on right now. Freaking out a bit. So you see there's like some level loading like there. Seems like it's kind of segmented and it loads in everything again. I think that's a VR thing. That's probably happening on flat as well. Just double checking on my controls. Because I'm like looking flashlight, and by default like B is confirm, so it's like more Eastern style. But you can switch it. You can switch around. Yeah, for like a pretty small indie game, I was impressed by the quality of the assets and in this, and it's just really good atmosphere. So it's not like lots of voice acting, but enough. But yeah, I like games like Life is Strange, where there's always like details all over the walls and things, and it works really well in VR. Not liking this at the moment. Luckily the ghosts don't start spawning until I get my torch from my phone. Just playing with the world scale as well. So apologies for keeping you all, as I realise I need to actually inspect this. And there's someone has burnt my school bag. So we get our iPhone 6 Android, whatever. The cat model is a bit janky. Cats are difficult to see some on the miniature world scale. I need to reset myself. But yeah, you got first person, you got this torch. It's pretty cool. It's a bit jarring in VR straight away because it's like quite close to your face, so you want to like lean back a little bit, but once you just focus your eyes on it, it's pretty cool. Like, there's no issues with it. Bone lab moment there. I feel like I've got a superpower now. I think everything's locked. And I'm like, oh, I should probably talk to this cat. It's very stiff. I kind of had the model of cats ruined for me. The stray just have risen my quality bar for in-game cats. Like this guy looks like he's walking. I'm like, oh, okay, what are you looking at? I'm like, oh, there's a person there. I'm putting that in my cringe compilation.
Sorry.
So I need to find a key. This guy ain't helping me, he's having a nervous breakdown. I'm just finding a good camera spot, don't worry. But my head disappears. Yeah, this is like the slow build up to get to the end. But I'll let this play out. I start exploring a bit more and nope out a little bit, and just wanted to wrap this up. Just let you guys know this is working and on sale at the moment. So I think I'd recommend picking this up. I mean, it seems to work pretty good in VR. I would say, yeah, works perfectly for me on this. So yeah, thanks all.
sorry. Kita